What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome to the channel that brings you everything about our beloved team. Today, we have a bombshell to discuss, a hot take from a former NFL quarterback that's causing quite a stir among fans. Patrick Mahomes, our MVP, has received a troubling warning heading into the final stretch of the season. Are the Chiefs really in danger? Or is this just another case of media exaggeration? Before we dive into this analysis, go ahead and smash that like button to help our channel grow and reach more Chiefs fans out there. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Now brace yourselves because today's topic is controversial, and I promise you'll be hooked until the very end. All right, folks, let's start by understanding the context. The Chiefs have racked up 11 wins this season, the best record in the NFL so far. We've secured our playoff spot and remain one of the favorites to win it all. Sounds great, right? Right. But is it really? If we take a closer look at the last few games, we start to see some worrying cracks. The victory against the Raiders last week is a prime example. A team considered mediocre and far from playoff contention managed to lead in the first half and gave us trouble until the very end. Of course, with Patrick Mahomes at the helm, we pulled off the comeback, but it raises an important question. Are we relying too much on Mahomes' individual brilliance and neglecting other parts of the team? And it's not just against the Raiders. Against the Panthers and Broncos, two teams also out of playoff contention, the wins were nail-biter, decided in the closing moments. So, what's happening with the Chiefs? And more importantly, what does this mean for the playoffs, where every mistake can cost a championship? Now, here comes the most controversial part. Ryan Fitzpatrick, a former NFL quarterback and now a commentator, dropped a heavy critique on the Chiefs. In a post on X, he compared our team to the Philadelphia Eagles of last season, a team that started strong but stumbled down the stretch. He said, and I quote, "I don't like the vibes in KC right now. This team feels eerily similar to Philly last year when they were 10-1 and things fell apart." And he didn't stop there. Fitzpatrick even questioned Mahomes' motivation heading into this final stretch, suggesting that after winning back-to-back Super Bowls, some regular season games might feel mundane for our quarterback. Think about it. Does this make sense? Mahomes, who has always shown himself to be a fierce competitor, could he really be relaxing after reaching the top? Or is Fitzpatrick just stirring up controversy? But Fitzpatrick's warning wasn't just about Mahomes. He also raised a point that has many analysts concerned: the declining performance of the Chiefs' defense. Let's break down the numbers together. At the start of the season, our defense was one of the highlights, allowing an average of just 17 points per game. Over the last 4 games, however, that number has jumped to 24 points per game. It might seem like a small difference, but in the NFL, that can be the line between winning and losing a close playoff game. Fitzpatrick claimed that the defense is hanging by a thread and has gone from dominant to mediocre. Is that true? Well, players like Chris Jones and L'Jarius Sneed are still performing at a high level, but the overall consistency of the group seems to have dropped. Could we be dealing with hidden injuries, a lack of adjustments by coach Steve Spagnuolo, or have opposing teams finally figured out how to exploit our weaknesses? Now let's dive into this comparison Fitzpatrick made with the 2023 Eagles. Remember that team? They started the season with an impressive campaign, but lost steam in the final games and entered the playoffs without the same momentum. The result? They were eliminated before making it to the Super Bowl. Are the Chiefs following the same path? There are some concerning similarities. Just like last year's Eagles, we're winning games but not convincingly. The victories against the Raiders, Panthers, and Broncos could have easily turned into losses if Mahomes hadn't gone into hero mode at critical moments. But relying solely on Mahomes is risky, especially against teams like the Dolphins, Ravens, and even the Jaguars, who are gaining momentum in the conference. Now, folks, let's not panic. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes here, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. If anyone can carry a team on his back, it's him. Let's take a moment to recall some of his greatest playoff performances: the epic comeback against the Texans in 2020, the unforgettable duel against the Bills in 2022, and of course, his Super Bowl heroics. Plus, Andy Reid is an offensive genius, and we know he saves his best plays for the most crucial moments. So while Fitzpatrick raises doubts, I still believe the Chiefs will make the necessary adjustments. But what do you think, Chiefs fan? I want to hear from you. Do you agree with Fitzpatrick? Are the Chiefs really in danger in the final stretch of the season, or is this just another case of media exaggeration? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are we feeling confident or concerned? And what do you think Andy Reid and Mahomes should do to ensure the team is at its peak when the playoffs begin? All right, folks, that's it for today. Fitzpatrick's warning may have worried some people, but I still believe this team has what it takes to finish strong and make another run at the title. Let's keep cheering, and of course, stay tuned for every detail of this final stretch. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. And of course, smash that like button. It really helps. See you in the next video, and let's march together toward another Super Bowl. See you soon.